So from a long time now, India has to buy its most advanced fighter jets from other countries. But that's now on the verge of changing is a very big way with something called the AMCA, which stand for Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft. Now, this is not just another plane, it is meant to be India's own fifth generation stealth fighter, the kind of aircraft that is designed to be a top tier player in modern air combat. But building something this complex is huge undertaking. It involves incredible amount of technology, money, and even international politics. So the real questions are: who is actually building it? What is the real status of the project right now? And which big companies are involved in this? Let's get into the clarity of details of what's happening around the AMCA. First, what makes this a fifth generation jet? The biggest feature is stealth, the stealth coating. The whole body is designed with specific angles and built with special materials that made it very difficult for enemy radar to pick it up. It also has an internal weapon bay, which is a key part of being stealthy. It can carry about 1500 kilograms of missiles and bombs inside its body. So they don't have so they so they don't hang off the wings and create a big radar signal. If stealthy is not the main priority for a mission, it can carry an extra 5,500 kg of weapons and fuel tank effectively. So, fully loaded, it can take off with a weight of around 25,000 kilograms. To power it, it is going to have two engines that will push it to speeds of over Mach 2, which is more than double the speed of sound. It has also been designed for supercruise, which is a big deal. It means the jet can fly at supersonic speed for a long period without using its afterburners, which burns a massive amount of fuel. This gives it a much better combat range, which is projected to be around 1600 kilometers. The cockpit will be completely modern. It will have an AESA radar, GaN-based Uttam AESA radar, which is very advanced, and something called sensor fusion, which sensor fusion and fly-by-wire control. This means it takes information from all different sensors and combine it to the pilot a single clear picture of the battlefield. It is really about giving the pilot as much information as possible to make the best decision. Now, who is building this? The project is being led by Aeronautical Development Agency or ADA. There are the only ones who designed the Tejas fighter jet. The manufacturing has traditionally been done by HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, usually known as Chai Samosa Club. But for the AMCA, the government is trying a new approach. As seeing the HAL previous work of delays, so they have approved about 15,000 crore rupees just to get the development and prototype going, and around four prototypes would be developed. And they are pushing for a big collaboration between these government agencies and India's private sector. This is important because they want to use the skills and speed of private companies to help avoid the long delays that has affected some previous defense projects. And the private companies are definitely interested. We are talking about major names like Tata Advanced Systems, Larsen and Turbo, Adani Defense, and others. Many have already put in bids to be part of this. The goal is not just to build one jet, but to create an entire manufacturing ecosystem for advanced aerospace in India. Okay, let's talk about the most critical part of any fighter jet, the engine. This has always been a challenge for India. The first version of the AMCA, which they are calling the Mark 1, will use an American engine, the General Electric F414. That is a proven reliable engine. But we cannot rely on US for engines and other technologies. But for the final version, the AMCA Mark 2, which as India claims would be more advanced than 5.5 generation, nearing 6th generation. India wants a much more powerful engine that is co-developed in India with a complete transfer of technology. So the main player will be GTRE, Gas Turbine Research Establishment, and Safran for engine development, and the engine would be around 120 kilonewton. So it would also help French ecosystem to develop a high energy, high turbofan engine. And it seems a decision has been made. The latest information points to deal with France Safran. They have reportedly agreed to work together to develop a completely new, more powerful engine. The reason this deal is so significant is that Safran has apparently agreed to a 100% transfer of the really sensitive technology, including the know-how to make single crystal turbine blades, which is the heart of modern jet engines. Getting this technology is massive step for India to become truly independent in manufacturing technology. So when will we actually see the aircraft fly? The project officially got its main approval from the Cabinet Committee on Security in March of 2024. Based on what the project heads and Air Force are seeing, the first prototype should be rolled out sometime between late 2026 and early 2027. The first flight is targeted for 2028. After that, there will be years of rigorous testing, and the goal is to have jet certified to have a certification and ready for service by 2032. The plan is for AMCA to start being inducted into the Indian Air Force squadrons from 2035 onwards. They are planning to build 5 prototypes to speed up the testing process. So why does it all matter? The AMCA is strategic project on the neighborhood. China is flying its own J-20 stealth fighters, and moreover, they are also testing J-50, J-36 sixth generation fighter jet, which are of tailless design, and the world knows very less of what sixth generation usually comprise of. The AMCA is India's answer to that. It's also a huge boost for Make in India initiative. Developing this kind of technology in-house creates job, develops skills, and builds a strong industrial base. So from the initial design to what will eventually be a frontline fighter, the AMCA is India's big bet on the future of air power and air superiority. It is a massive challenge for sure, but if and when it is successful, it will be major statement about India's technological and military capabilities. Thank you.